No, we didn't want the war. They wanted it. At every head of states convention, at every foreign ministers' meeting, at every conference of the Arab League, one oath was repeated. We shall annihilate Israel. One common goal united the Arab world. Egypt in the south, Syria in the north, spent fortunes on weapons, training, and terrorist warfare against Israel. All sources of power and education were aimed against Israel. They trained and sang their songs of destruction. These were the Syrians, but the long Jordanian border to the east was turbulent as well, seething with the same slogans calling for revenge, often reinforced by the voice of guns. Yet the main enemy was in the south.
هم السبب فيما حدث في حرب فلسطين. انا اعرف ان الشعب العربي من كل بلد عربي راح وحارب ومات، وشفت بعيني العرب من كل بلد عربي، من سوريا ومن فلسطين ومن مصر ومن اليمن ومن السعودية ومن الأردن ومن العراق، من جميع البلاد العربية ومن لبنان، وكان معايا عرب من السودان ايضا بيحاربوا. شفت بعيني ازاي كل واحد منهم.
Nasser based his policy on hatred towards Israel. It was well publicized, as shown in this Egyptian film on training methods for the Fedayeen terrorists.
ويمارس المتطوعون مراراً خاصاً على تطهير المنازل والأغراض العسكرية والهجوم على مواقع العدو وإبادته بالطرق والأساليب التي تدرس نظرياً ويطبقونها عملياً. ويجري التدريب مع استعمال النيران والمتفجرات، ويقبل عليه المتطوعون من رجال المقاومة الشعبية، يدفعهم حماس صادق وإصرار على المقاومة المستميتة دفاعاً عن حرية الوطن.
Acts of sabotage and terror increased towards the middle of the 50s. Israelis paid with blood and property for Nasser's ambition to be the Arab savior. While the United Nations observed, the tracks always led to the border. Israel's patience reached its limit. October the 29th, 1956, the Sinai campaign. General Moshe Dayan, then Chief of Staff, announced that during the first week in November, the Egyptian army in Sinai was wiped out. Free passage was once again secured to and from Eilat, our port on the Red Sea. The latest Soviet weapons were of no avail. The Egyptian army was defeated. British and French forces also took part in an attempt to secure their rights in the Suez Canal. Nasser blocked it by sinking ships and blowing bridges. Heavy pressure was exercised on Israel by the United Nations, with Russia and the United States joining in, forcing Israel to retreat.
Suez Canal crisis time, taking into full consideration the sovereignty and the rights of Egypt and the interests of the users of the canal.
United Nations Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld came to the Middle East to implement the United Nations